Hey everybody, it's Patrick. It is Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon is when I usually talk about hair. Some days I think of some cool hair facts that I've looked up through the week. Sometimes I give hair updates, not next week, but the week after will be August 1st. Holy crap, it's almost August. The summer's already flying by. And sometimes I show you something like how to put your hair up or stuff like that. Today, I don't really have a topic at hand like that. I haven't had the chance to do any research this week into hair topics because I have been so busy with the play. I went to New York this weekend and I did some stuff with a rehearsal and a meeting about box office and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that I would just talk about something that I haven't talked about before, and that is, why did I decide to grow my hair now? Which is something that I haven't really thought about too much myself. I kind of stumbled into growing out my hair. I am not a fan of getting my hair cut. Not that I'm not a fan of having a good haircut when it was short. I liked the way it looked when it was short. I really did. And my hair is thick and it's fine textured, which means that to style it is really easy when it's short, because I can just slap some gel, slap some paste into it, and it stays exactly the way it should. And in fact, it looks, if I take away my hair like this, that's kind of what it looks like when it's short, so it looks fine. I think it looks, no, I have yet to find a, see, when it's short, I don't have to fuss with it like this, but I used to seek out really expensive hairdressers, and all of them, every one of them that I went to said, you should just go to a barber, just go to Supercuts or whoever, because your hair is impossible to screw up, because when it's short, it just falls naturally into this sort of side part and does what it does. So it's not about not liking my hair cut, it was about not liking the process of getting my hair cut. I am an extraordinarily shy person. I am terrible at small talk. You put me in a chair with somebody I don't know, looking at them in a mirror. I have to take off my glasses usually for a haircut, so most of the time if I have my contact lenses in, I don't have to look at them that much. So that didn't make me so nervous. But they're touching your head and they're asking you opinions about things like, do you want to cut rounded or square at the back? And you would think in 45 years, it was 46 years until I got my decision to grow out my hair, that I would have an opinion on that, but I don't. And I would forget between each one, and I would get so flustered and nervous. It was like, well, just number 2 guard on the sides and finger length on top. It was sort of like I'm someone in a foreign country who knows how to order off of the McDonald's menu, and I would just say, number 2 on the sides, finger length on top, and they would say, do you have any opinions about gel or paste or anything? And I'd say, it doesn't matter. As soon as you cut my hair, it's going to look the same as it always looks, so no big deal. But I had wanted long hair since I was a teenager, since the 80s, since the 1980s when I was a teenager. And I have tried many times to grow out my hair. Many, 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 many times I would start growing out my hair. It would get to about eyebrow length. And then something would happen. I would get self-conscious. Someone would say something. I would think that I was not professional enough. I would be on stage in a show that would require me to have shorter hair. Something would happen, and I would say, okay, well, forget it. And besides, long hair isn't for me. I wouldn't look good in long hair. That was another thing that I told myself all the time was, you're going to look terrible in long hair. And especially as I got older, after I got past my 30s, I really convinced myself that there was no way in hell I was going to be able to grow long hair because I was too old. But since I've been getting older and older, as you do, there's only one direction that you go. You don't go in, you don't get younger. Nobody's getting any younger. And you use that as an excuse, well, you're not getting any younger, so you should give up on certain things. Like, you need to not own puppets. I don't know. You need to not try to become a playwright. You need to shut up and go to work and save for retirement and keep your hair short, you know? And that's one of the things that at the end of 2013, in December of 2013, usually around January 1st, I would start off the year and I get a haircut and I would be like, all right, this is the, you know, the new year. I'm ready for a new start. And January 1st, I just didn't. And January 31st, I didn't. And then it just kind of kept going. And I thought, well, you know, after January 1st, I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'll take a picture every day. And as soon as it looks bad, as soon as I start looking absolutely ridiculous, I will cut it. And nobody needs to know, because I'm not going on YouTube like all the guys I would watch on YouTube who were growing out their hair. I know how to get past these stages, but if it doesn't work out, nobody's going to say, well, you know, too bad you failed. I'm going to unsubscribe and whatever. So, and I'm, like I said, I'm extraordinarily shy. So being on YouTube is such a new thing for me. It is, you know, I'm much more comfortable now. When I first began, I was terrified of what people would say, what they would think of me, and everybody's been so nice. So it just started growing. I just started watching the process, and I have learned a whole bunch of things in this year and a half that I've been doing this, which is things happen if you're patient. You know, this is an inactivity, really. I don't cut my hair right now. I mean, I just don't. And it just grew. Two is you never look as bad as you think you do. Everybody feels like they are self-conscious about their hair, especially guys are very self-conscious about their hair, and I was one of them. And I'm such a cheerleader for other guys saying your hair looks fine, and I have been able to say that to myself as well. I have never had people comment on my hair before. It was just, I called it the standard men's haircut. I had the standard men's haircut. Nobody ever remarked upon it. And now I can't tell you the number of people who have said something like, you know, I love the way that your hair looks, or good for you growing out your hair, or wow, you're growing out your hair. That's so cool. I learned that I'm not too old to have this hair. Some people might think I look ridiculous, but those people haven't told me. And if they did, it wouldn't matter. I like it. It feels really good. It feels really right. I love it. I have not felt this comfortable in the way I look in quite a long time. I think that it's really just helped me go, you know what? This is kind of the way that I want to look right now. It's great. And it's also brought me a community, which is great. There's a whole bunch of people that I would never have talked to, online or otherwise. I don't think that our paths would have crossed if it wasn't for the fact that I haven't gotten a haircut in almost 19 months now. So I thought I didn't have anything to talk about, but it's 8 minutes and 15 seconds so far of me not talking about anything. So I am actually going to go and wash this mop because it's been a couple of days and it's time. So I hope you have a good week. I will be back next Tuesday, hopefully with a more well-researched topic on hair. Until then, have a good week, and I will see you soon.